talk to you today about this interesting technique that I just learned. I was reading the Larry Coryell biography, Improvising My Life in Music. Very interesting, incredible guitar player, one of the best ever in my opinion. You should probably check him out, listen to his records. And there's a technique in that book that he kind of does at the end. It's kind of, I can't remember exactly what he calls it. What it is it's a way of getting a harmonic on any fret on the fretboard. So usually before, just traditionally, you'd maybe have like something like that. You have the harmonics, the natural harmonics on the 12th, 7th, 5th, sometimes, the 9th, maybe the 4th or the 17th or 19th. And then, like Eddie Van Halen or Billy Gibbons, they might do like, or Zakk Wylde do like those, like, the artificial harmonics. And they could really make it squeal. But this is a little bit different. Sometimes Spanish guitar players will use their first finger, they'll have like a chord, and they'll use their thumb to kind of hit the string, and then they're using their finger to get the harmonic. What I'm going to show you today is what Larry Coryell does. What he does is he uses his first finger over a particular fret, and he uses his pick to pluck the note. So I could never really do it like some people with their thumb to pluck the note, but if you use a pick, it comes out a lot easier. So all that you're doing, let's do like an A major chord. I'll tune, okay? We're just going to start with an A major chord. The basic premise of the technique is, for example, I have this open A. You're going to put your first finger 12 frets above that note. So in this case, it would be the 12th fret on the A string. And you're just going to like gently touch it. And while you touch it, you're going to pick. So you put your pick in between your middle finger and your thumb. And then you use your first finger to hover over the note that you want. Okay, so for example, in open A, that first finger is going to be over the 12th fret. So I'm just going to lightly put it over the 12th fret, and then I'm going to pick with the pick in between my middle and my thumb. Okay? The rule for this technique, or the idea behind it, is it's got to be 12 frets up from the original note. So, this open A, I can put my first finger over the 12th fret and just gently pick it. Oops. So it's an octave above. Now, with this middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D, since it's on the 2nd fret, what I do is I go 12 frets above that. So, I'd be on the 14th fret on the D string. So, like before, I'm there. Now when I'm on the next string, I gotta kind of follow it. And then there's a harmonic. And same thing, that ring finger is on the 2nd fret on the G string, so I'm going to be on the 14th fret on the G string. And there's an octave. Pinky, 2nd fret on the B string. I'm on the 14th fret on the B string. And then I have that open E, so very simply 12 frets up from that. And we got it. Okay, so all together, what you're getting is an octave of every note, okay? And you could do this with any chord. It doesn't matter what it is. The golden rule of this is you're just going to create a mirror image of the chord just higher up on the fretboard. So I have a regular C major bar chord. So this note, 3rd fret on the A, I'm just going to bring it up here. So that's going to be the note that I touch. So it's exactly 12 frets up from that. So there's the harmonic, and I'm just going to follow the rest of it. So if this chord is the same as that. So all I'm going to do is just tap out the rest of that. I wouldn't say tap, I'm just lightly touching it and then picking it. So for each note, my first finger's hovering over it, and then I'm just picking. Then I move to the next note. So just keep in mind, it's just a mirror image of it. And then if I want to take it up, if I want to add a note, You can do that. There's no rules, really. The question is, can you take it off the fretboard? And the answer is yes, you can, in a sense. So here's like an A major bar chord. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. You just really, this technique is all about touch. So one thing that I'm constantly reminding myself is don't be afraid to pick the note. The guitar will respond to what you're doing. You have to go in kind of confidently, which I'm kind of forgetting as I'm doing this video. Just kind of go in, don't worry about, because what I do is I forget, like, I worry about, like, will I get, you know, part of the primary note in that instead of the harmonic. You just kind of got to go for it. How I kind of remind myself is kind of pretend like you're hopping from one fret to the next. I'm not literally doing that. I'm not literally like pressing down. I'm just kind of hovering. But if you kind of look at my finger, it is kind of hopping in a sense. Now keep this in mind. I'm not tapping out each harmonic. The note that I'm getting, how I'm getting each note to ring out, is because I'm picking each note. The first finger is just kind of hovering over the frets and just helping me get that harmonic. Okay? You can do it with anything. If I'm going to do like an E6-9 with a flat 5. There we go. It sounds nice. One more time. You do it with any chord. All you're doing, keep this in mind, you're just creating a mirror image of it. So if you look at my right hand, I'm literally tapping out the exact same chord. It's not like if you're doing a chord right here, it's got to be some magical position. No, it's literally the same chord shape, except it's a little different. Maybe if you're doing a C chord. Sometimes the open strings kind of throw me off, especially if I'm going to take it up like this. So it's a nice little thing to just kind of throw in there. If you have like a track in the studio and you just want, you can do it either way. It's just a nice little effect if you want to maybe just put it in the background or something. You want to have like a nice kind of something like that. It's kind of nice. You can do it with anything. You can do it with like a major 7th chord if you want. Like I said, it's just a reflection of it. So if I'm going to play this same chord an octave up, there we go. That's what I'm tapping out, or that's what I'm getting the harmonics from. Like I said, one more time, I'm not tapping it. My finger's just lightly touching the string, and I'm getting that sound that you're hearing from my pick. My pick is plucking the note. My first finger is just helping draw out the harmonic out of the guitar. You can get kind of creative with it. If I was going to do an F major to a G major to an A minor, I just kind of, like I said, it's a reflection of it. So the first fret, it's just traditionally 12 frets up. So that first fret, to get the octave, it'll be on the 13th fret. It's just add 12 wherever you're at. So that ring finger's on the 3rd fret on the A, so it's going to be on the 15th fret. Add 12 to it. Same thing with the next one. Like I said, if I'm going to play this F major right here and right here, I'm just getting the harmonics from that extra octave. Then I move it up to the G, and then I move it up to the A. One more time. One more time. not a master of it. But it's a nice little thing to have at your disposal. You can get a harmonic anywhere on the fretboard. It's really nice. If you see Larry Coryell do it, watch a video on YouTube. It's him in like 1977 Montreux Jazz Festival, I believe. And he's on an acoustic guitar, and he uses his pinky too. I'm not even gonna go into that because I don't know what he's doing. But he's doing these crazy jazz chords, and he's just getting these insane harmonics really fast, and it's off the fretboard too, so he just knows his instrument, and obviously he knows what he's doing. It sounds like a harp, so maybe that's for another day, but I'm just showing you, if you want it to sound, it's available to you, okay? So hopefully this video was informative. Hopefully you guys, can get something out of it. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, just subscribe to my channel. All right? Peace. Thank you to Frostbyte for directing this.
Oh, nice. We have 20 seconds until it overheats.
Nice.